Hey there, everybody. Today I'm going to be giving you the MetaZoo news update for January 17th, 2022, because Scott is out sick with a sinus infection and currently has no voice. We are going to be going over some big news from Target, the Wilderness spoilers, MetaZoo origins, and more. Welcome to Stormblessed Games. So are you ready to get down to business? Because of the fact that Scott's been so sick with his sinus infection and he's been busy with work, he hasn't been able to do an update for quite a while. So we have got a lot of information to go over today. The first thing, as you can see here, that we're going to be going over is the fact that Target is going to be putting MetaZoo on their shelves beginning April of 2022, starting with Wilderness, the first edition. That's going to be really exciting to be able to go just to Target and purchase the cards, not having to, if you can find them. If I know anything about like buying cards from Target and Walmart, sometimes they can be kind of scarce, but it's nice to be able to go buy them if you just happen to be at Target and not having to purchase them online all the time. I wonder what amazing exclusive promos they will have to offer when they do release them from Target. Next up, we have a picture from the 2021 Fan Art Blister Pack coming soon. Will you be part of the 2022 Fan Art competition? So let's look at this card we have. We have Bloody Mary, which she's definitely a cryptid that I am very familiar with. Heard lots of stories for her as a child. She pretty much terrified me when I was a kid. But it says here that you may contract this page at any time by saying Bloody Mary 3 times while looking into a mirror or mirrored surface. I will not be playing with this card. If you do, it says reveal fate. Place the beastie into your chapter. If you do, target caster reveals their chapter. Frightful encounter does 20 damage. If this beastie was contracted last turn, the attack deals plus 50 damage. So it will be a very powerful card, just not one I will ever play with or touch. Okay, so MetaZoo here posted that it took us all long enough to figure out that the pins glowed in the dark. How long did it take you to figure it out? I'm pretty sure Scott figured it out really quick, just from the chatter online. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so the next thing we have up here is an update for the MetaZoologist Exams. MetaZoologists are the backbone of the MetaZoo gameplay, and as acting as judges for organized play events, becoming a MetaZoologist is key to support your local game store, which is extremely important and very near and dear to my heart, as that's what we're currently working on trying to do. Once we get our store up and running, we are also going to need some MetaZoologists in the area. So if you happen to be in Northwest Arkansas, get on this now and you can come help us when we get our game store open. So as you can see, the dates here are for the apprentice exams, which actually begin today. The Master MZO exams begin January 31st, and the Grandmaster MZO exams begin February 28th. I'm really hoping that there's a lot of turnout to the MetaZoologist exams. Let's go ahead and move on. So we've got next is a little bit of history. So going back to September 2020, they had to take out Facebook and Instagram ads to get people just to sign up for free packs of sample cards. After a month, I called it at just below 500 responses because no one seemed interested and responses stopped coming in. He had packed each sample pack and sent them out with the help of his family. And let's see. So this was the ad that he had put out. And honestly, I think that Scott and I were probably like kicking ourselves in the butt for not getting on top of this when we did, or when this came out. So I know that I believe it was kind of on his radar, but we were focused on other things at the time, and it's just a neat little piece of their history. So let's go out of there. Okay, so moving forward, we have some more history. And did you know that for a brief moment, MetaZoo was actually called FantaZoo and Magicast? Also included is a classified worksheet that they used to define an aura and its characteristics. For the first set, he also created a palette for the artists to reference to make sure that they had they made sense of what an aura actually looked like. So let's go over these. So this looks like it was actually a prototype for a box. And it's just kind of a really interesting, just very, very simplistic, with just a couple other, like Babe the Blue Ox and the Bigfoot, and I can't remember what these ones are. But let's go over some of the cards. So here's one of the cards. This one's the dinosaur beastie, and I cannot pronounce this. I'm not even going to try. I will butcher that. But it says, fourth gust. Stand within 2 feet of the table facing your opponent. Any card, including yours, you blow off the table with one breath is removed from the game. Yeah, I think that seems like a really fun gameplay concept. Let me see. I am entertained very easily, so that just goes to show. So, Beast of Busco. Snapjaw. Place the bottom of the inside of your wrist on the top of this card. Snap your fingers out and touch as many cards as you can. Beast of Busco deals 20 for each finger to any card it touches. If a finger touches an aura, discard the aura to the graveyard. If the finger touches a trap card, the trap card is activated. That's actually really also really interesting gameplay. Let me see. Here's Bloody Mary again. Again, a card that I will never play with. Bloody Mary costs 0 aura if you are able to say Bloody Mary 3 times with the lights off, or if you have a Bloody Mary drink on the table. Yeah, I'm also not a fan of the Bloody Mary drinks either. I had one time and I was just like, oh, not very good. Okay, so here we go to Mothman. Mothman's prophecies. Your opponent writes down what the next move is. If you guess it correctly, they discard their hand. If you don't, they must play the move they wrote down or take plus 20 damage. Nice. And another Mothman. And again, it's the same thing. It's just a different art card. It looks like Van Meter. Prehistoric flash. While Van Meter is in the arena, you may turn a flashlight on and point it toward an opponent. Just don't shine it in their eyes. Prehistoric flash is able to stack if multiple Van Meters are in play. And then here is the what it would have looked like for Magicast. It's really interesting, actually. I guess, yeah, I don't know if it would be called like Magicast or Magiccast. I guess Magicast. There's only one C there, so let me see. What is this? Classified aura. Okay, so this is just the information as to kind of what an aura is, or basically just a write-up. Always, sorry, my eyes are getting old. Always refer to this when building card mechanics. I like that. I like that there's actually very, there is, I like the fact that there is just a very clear write-up. Like I said earlier, that it just helps them to not get lost and not get confused, and like everybody can be on the same page. I think that's a really good idea. So let's take a look at what these are. Okay, so just some sample. Let me see. Unfortunately, I don't know that I can. Oh wait, hang on. Yeah, I can't move that. So, but it looks like it's just some sample cards, some just drawings, and kind of goes over all of the different artworks. So far, I'm curious, does anybody have a favorite card that they like to play with? Do you guys, is there a card that you like the art style of specifically? Or just anything that like your favorite thing. I love to hear about what you guys like to do. So, also some exciting news. Starting with UFO this summer, all booster packs will contain a code card that are redeemable for online play. So more information to follow. So how many of you guys would be willing to play online? Or how many would be interested in playing online? Is that something you guys do? I know Pokemon and I know Magic and I think a few of the other trading card games all do it online. I don't do much anymore. When Scott and I first got married, he got me hooked on playing the Magic Arena, and I played that a lot. And then when I had COVID in, 2020? When I had COVID, I was laid out for like 3 weeks, and that's all I did was just play Pokemon online. So it really got me through. And I might definitely be willing to play the MetaZoo online. It seems like it would be really interesting. I wonder how it would be different, because like with Pokemon, there isn't like that fourth wall breaking, versus with MetaZoo, there's a lot of fourth wall breaking, but if you're playing with somebody online, how are you going to be able to tell that they're not cheating? Like if it's one of those cards that says, well, if you have a potted plant next to you, do this. Well, there's no way to confirm that. It's not like you're going to stop playing your game and take a picture of it just to show that you actually do have a potted plant sitting next to you. So I would be curious to know how that would play out. So let's see. Moving on, we have a new beastie that was spotted overseas in our global attempts to catalog all cryptids, yokai, and other beasties of folklore. So I want to know, do you guys have any favorite cryptids, yokais, or other beasties of folklore? Either in the US or across, in other countries. What is your favorite? As far as yokai goes, I find it really funny. I had no idea what a yokai was until Ninja Turtles. They had a few episodes that our girls were watching that had yokai in them, and they referenced yokai. And then I also play Animal Crossing quite a bit, and they have a yokai in there as well. And so I've been kind of exposed to what a yokai is, what they do, and it's very, very fascinating. And I find it just a silly fact that that's where I learned where yokai was from Ninja Turtles. Anyway, moving on. So we have our forensics team on the case and should have more information on this mysterious beastie tomorrow. So before I go on, I want to know what you guys think this beastie is. Put it in the comments. What do you guys think it is? We will get to the point. It will be revealed. And I just want to know if you had the right idea. Here. I'll go through. There we go. I'll expand it for you, so you can kind of get an idea of what it is. When I saw it the first time, I had the right guess. So I imagine most people are going to have the right guess as well. But it's just kind of a fun little game. So I'm not entirely sure what that is. Maybe that's for... Yeah, I have no idea. If you guys know, let me know. I will see if we get some more information about it later on. And I could have easily just missed it. So MetaZoo has MetaZoo chat where you can just ask any kind of questions if that's something you're interested in. I believe that he does it on a weekly basis, and that you can just go through onto if you have Discord available, you can go through and hop onto the chat, and then you can actually just talk with the creator and just get some information, or have any questions you have just any interesting questions you have, just get them answered, or just talk with him. I mean, it's just really nice. I got to meet him, as you guys know. I got to meet him when we went to the Collecticon last summer, and he seemed like a really nice guy. I mean, I only met him for like 2 minutes, which was 2 minutes more than what Scott got to meet him. But I mean, you can't really tell how a person actually is inside of 2 minutes, but for those 2 minutes, he was really pleasant to talk with. So, as was his staff. The people that had come with him, Scott was talking to somebody there, and they were also very pleasant to talk with, and just very informative, and they gave us a bunch of stuff, and it was really quite fun. And we can't make it to the Orlando one, but we are hoping to go back to the Frisco, Texas Collecticon in hopes of seeing them again. And so if you guys are in the local area to Frisco, or if you are going to the Collecticon, let us know. We'd love to be able to meet you guys. And one of these days, when we open our store, we do want to be able to go to these Collecticons or these Comic-Cons or all of these different things and open up a booth of our own. So for right now, we're just getting ideas. We're buying merchandise wherever we can, for just, buying more product, just talking to people, making connections, just getting ideas, just learning about all of what other stores are doing. Last year we learned quite a bit, so it was really interesting. Okay, so sorry, moving on. I talk so much and I forget to breathe, and then I have to stop and take a breath sometimes. So moving on. MetaZoo goes global. MetaZoo has recruited Beasties ambassadors from around the world as they expand our distribution outside the Cryptid Nation. Beastie ambassador promo cards will be available to local game stores in each region, starting with Wilderness. So, I unfortunately will not be able to pronounce all of these. I'm not even going to try, because again, I will butcher them. But we've got ambassadors going to Canada, to Mexico, South America, United Kingdom, Middle East, South Africa, China, Australia, and New Zealand. And you can kind of see the maps and all of the beasties here. So let's zoom in on the beasties themselves. So let's see, which one is that? That one is going to be the one going to New Zealand. And the next one is a shark, which looks like Canada. So let's zoom in on Canada. So the shark one. And then we've got the one from South America. One of the ones from South America. It's kind of funny because she reminds me a little bit of Medusa, but without the snakes, And then we have next the dolphin, which, oh no, I'm sorry. So it's Central America. Mexico was the Medusa looking one. And then the two South America ones are the dolphin and a dragon. So let's go look. So there's the dolphin. So that one's from South America. That one's really neat. Is that more of a porpoise? And then a dragon, a water dragon. And then, let's see, what else do we have? We've got these ones from the Middle East and South Africa. So, okay. Okay, so that one is from Europe, I believe, and then the koala is from Australia. That goes without saying. And then last but not least is the Loch Ness Monster. So I want to know who got this right. And when I saw it the first time, I was like, it's probably the Loch Ness Monster. I mean, most everybody here, everybody knows who the Loch Ness Monster is, what it is, where it's at. They know the lore. So I imagine it wasn't that hard of a guess, but it's still really neat. And then, here, they forgot is it Jin? The Fearsome Jin, I think is how it's pronounced. So that one is from, that one's from the Middle East. It looks, let's see. So yeah, that's really, really cool. I like that. Okay, so moving on. Remember to check out the other MetaZoo social media platforms. You can go to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, which I still have not used, TikTok, YouTube, and Reddit to get more information about them. Check out these Valentine MetaZoo themed chocolates. I'm assuming they're chocolates. But who knows? I mean, they can literally be anything. It could be a card, card pack. But those are really, really cool. I would not be surprised if I got those on Valentine's Day from Scott. So moving on. MetaZoo is revealing the playing card back. it says here, did we mention Cryptid Nation base set, Nightfall, and Wilderness playing cards will be part of our Kickstarter with the USPCC. The Kickstarter campaign launches January 31st, which is in a couple weeks. Become a MetaZoos second Kickstarter launch. Become a part of history. And I imagine that Scott's going to want to get into this. You know, it's one thing to miss out on the first Kickstarter, but to have the chance to do another Kickstarter and miss out on that, I imagine he's probably not going to want to do that. So we bought the wrapping paper, and as you guys saw in our last couple videos ago, the wrapping paper, we had thought that the blue one wasn't what we were expecting, but it actually just was rolled weird. And I thought it ended up being really neat. So I'm looking forward to the playing card. The girls and I will often play card games. Like, my oldest loves King's Corner, and they like goldfish, or not goldfish. They love Go Fish. They love a bunch of other just different card games. It'd be really cool to have some MetaZoo playing cards to be able to play with. So, are you interested in play testing for UFO? Sign up now via the link below. Applications end 1 week from now, which is January 20th, so you only have a couple more days at this point. And participants will be notified by January 27th if they have been selected. So if you can do that, I would say get on that as quickly as possible. And that would actually be really great if you haven't already done it. So, heads up for playtesting, non-U.S. residents may apply. However, while playtesting is international, you must be fluent in English to apply. My fluency in English is kind of so-so. It's my first language, but it's still kind of so-so sometimes. So, if you are interested in MetaZoo streams, you can go hang out with them. Obviously this is in the past, so you can't do it now, but I know that he does this on a regular basis. They were giving away goodies and answering questions live and playing games with the chat and throwing in some different giveaways. So if you do have access to Discord, just keep an eye on this and you can see when they're going to be doing their streaming, and it's on Twitch. So even if you're not on Discord, if for any reason you weren't able to be part of Discord, you can keep an eye out for them on Twitch. Okay, so let's look at this one. Poker Die, Loveland Frogman. Many have heard the tale of the wise caster that was turned into a frog, while many have hunted him for his magical abilities. None have yet to seduce him. So this actually, it looks like it's the playing card. This is actually really neat. I really like this quite a bit. It's kind of funny that it doesn't have, like, most of the playing cards I've seen. Usually the King of Hearts is a suicide king, or, and so there's that. But I do really like this, and I like the little, like, details in the lore. I always love lore. So let's see, moving on. There's a wilderness spoiler here. So it looks like they're spoiling the pack and the unicorn. My girls will love the unicorns. They love everything that's unicorn related. Okay. Moving on. So here's a little teaser of promo cards that we're giving away to Collecticon in Orlando. Can I make it bigger? Oh. So what we have here next, is they are thanking everybody who signed up for the UFO Play Testing, which it's still open for right now, but they already have 1.5 times more applicants than in the first day than they did for the entirety of Wilderness, which is really, really awesome. And if you have any questions, you can DM Mike or our R&D members any kind of playtesting questions that are not answered in the Google form. And they will not be answering any kind of questions on playtesting schedule or process unless you've been chosen as a playtester, as that is confidential information. The last announcement regarding the playtesting is that retail store owners cannot become playtesters, which kind of personally breaks my heart. I was so excited. I was like, yes, we could be playtester Scott. And then I saw this and I was like, oh, I don't think we can be playtester Scott. But I mean, it's due to conflict of interest, which I totally get. But if you can, let me live vicariously through you, become a playtester, test it out, and let me know what you think. So, more information on Twitch, live streaming on Twitch. That was obviously in the past, but I believe he does it on a regular basis. I think every week, maybe, if I'm right. Okay, so we're almost finished here. And one of the few last updates is that if you want to watch all the action from the New Year's Celebration Tournament on their YouTube page, you're able to now. And as I was going through and I was reading this, I realized that this was from January 15th. And I realized that means it was only 15 days since the New Year. Meaning like 2 weeks. And I'm just like, it's only been 2 weeks. 2022 has already felt like a much longer year than 17 days. But if you are interested in more details of the event, like the most played aura types, the top 8 matchups, or the top 8 deck lists, check out the New Year's Celebration Tournament report, and you can do that at this link here. And then there's NFT metal cards that are being submitted to the printer this week, and it looks like they're doing something with Mothman. It'll be really interesting to see how that turns out after they print it. And then they are showing some of the boxes and just getting them packaged. They are so pretty. And I still love the void stickers. So more pictures of the boxes. And then finally, apprentice MetaZoologist exams are back. And you can find more information at the exam, hashtag exam/announcements and hashtag exam/signup. Okay, over here in MetaZoo Socials, the only thing that is currently different than what I went through with the announcements is that they showed a picture of one of their artists, Afton. And again, I'm sorry if I butchered that name. But yeah, I think that, I mean, it's always really neat to see the artists. And honestly, even if this is quote unquote considered ugly Pokemon, their artistic skills just are beyond me. I could never do anything like that. And I think it's just so beautiful, their artwork. So last but not least, if you guys would like to continue to support us, there are a few different places that you can go. You can go to our website at stormblessedgames.com, and you can just kind of see what we currently have on sale on our website itself. But if you go to our TCG player right here in the link, you can actually see that we have 26,000 items on sale on TCG Player right now. And then we also have some other stuff on Channel Fireball. Mostly on TCG Player, we sell all of our singles because it's the easiest place to do it. So if you're looking for single cards, we sell Pokemon, obviously MetaZoo, Magic, Flesh and Blood. We've gotten into selling Yu-Gi-Oh!, Y Shores. I recently got Digimon, so that's going to be going up. It's just a small amount. But a few other cards that I can't remember, or a few other games that I can't quite remember off the top of my head. But we are constantly expanding our selection of cards. So here is our TCG player. So you can kind of see what we currently have. And like I said, it's just all of the singles, mostly singles on TCG Player, and then our Channel Fireball, which is where we sell more of. Currently, we only have these two things on our Fireball, but as we get bigger, we're going to be expanding all of these websites. As I said, you can go to all of those websites. You can support us there by buying our products, and we're constantly trying to add more stuff on there. And we also are buying bulk cards. We are buying any kind of cards that you might have in stock. So, I mean, it doesn't even have to be anything that's necessarily selling like big in your area. Like if you've got a type, like I know that a lot of places like Y Shores, it's not huge in a lot of areas, and so people can't like sell those. But we definitely will buy bulk cards. So if you are interested in that, you can go ahead and contact us at sales@stormblessedgames.com, and Scott will contact you and let you know what we can offer for bulk cards. We prefer near mint or lightly played. We can take some heavier played, but we'd rather not take damage. You can't really turn that around and sell too much. But yeah, so if you are interested, or if you just have cards that are just sitting there and you want to support us but you don't know how to, just sell us your bulk cards, and that would help us a ton. And that way you're not even having to spend money or do anything like that. You're not having to buy things from us. So I hope that you've enjoyed this lengthy MetaZoo news update. I'm hoping that Scott will be able to come back and do the next one. I know how much he really enjoys doing this, and I know how much you guys connect with him quite a bit. So here's to hoping that he gets his voice back very quickly, and be blessed.
Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Be blessed.